Greetings, Rovers. Today is going to be an absolute crazy one. For the celebration of hitting 30 million pre-registrations, my Discord has convinced me into doing a smash or pass tier list for every single echo in the game. I really don't want to do this, but I'm a man of my word, and we're going to get into it. Just a reminder that I'm going to be doing a 15 Battle Pass giveaway over on my Discord. I'll drop a link in the description below. If you're looking for a community to share your echoes for the echo event, do general echo farming when the game comes out, and just be part of an absolute crazy blowing up community full of tons of amazing people, I suggest you come on by. We're having a ton of fun, and I'll see you there. Alright, so just to reiterate, this is not scripted in any capacity. I'm going completely off the cuff, just based on what I see. I have a general idea of what all of the echoes look like, but I've never actually sat down and discussed them or thought about them in a context such as this. So good luck. This one's going to be tough. I will not be watching this on my own for any editing mistakes, so if you see anything crazy, you got to deal with it. God, I'm already cringing at the thought of doing this. Why did I say I would do this? Why did I let them talk me into it? Alright, so we're starting off strong with the Thundering Memphis. My initial immediate gut instinct is a smash, just because it obviously has a humanoid body shape, and I do really like the aesthetic of it. I think the claws with sword are absolutely crazy. It do make me feel a certain way. I do really appreciate the design, and I'm giving it a smash. Next up, we have the Feline Bearingull. I'm not a big fan of monkey aesthetic or chimpanzees or apes in general, so it's going to be immediate no from me, dog. Not at all. Definitely a pass. I do appreciate the design, and I think it's pretty cool, but nah. So next up, we have the Inferno Rider. If we just consider the dude on the bike, I will smash. But considering the Inferno Rider is one unit itself with the motorcycle, I'm not really into it, so I'm gonna give it a pass. No thanks from me on motorcycles. Next up, we just have the regular Tempest Memphis, who again, pretty similar style, pretty similar aesthetic. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a smash. Next up, we have one of the coolest units in the game, the Crownless, who immediately is a smash. I think if you pass on Crownless, something is very seriously wrong with you and you need to seek help. Absolute peak design, the wings are incredible. I think he'd be amazing cuddler after a smash. Next, we have the Lampy Lumen Myriad. Too spiky. I feel like you'd get poked in all the wrong places if you were to try to smash it, so this is gonna get an immediate pass from me. No thanks. While I do run kind of hot, it would be nice having like an icy figure just cuddle up with me in bed. I don't want to get poked. Next up, we have the Morning Aches, who I'm kind of confused on upon first glance. It's got a really interesting design where it's like sort of half humanoid in the front and then bird in the back. Man, this is a tough one. Smash, and I'm not sad about it. Next up, we have the Mech Abomination. Pass. Too many metal parts. You get hurt. Next up, we have the Impermanence Heron. Those 3 heads be looking kind of juicy, though. Think of all the things they could do with 3 heads. I'm not a furry. I'm really not, but smash. Next up, we have the Belborn Geochilane. I don't know how the hell you pronounce that. This is one of the world bosses in the game. It's like a ice turtle with a bell on its back. Nah. Well, nah. Well, smash. Alright, so for now, the next batch, the 3-star Echo Cost, we have the Cyan Feathered Heron. You know, if you do smash this, I get it. I really do. But going down from the 3 heads to the 1 head from the Imperance Heron from before really sort of limits what you can do with this guy. And for that reason, it's a pass. Unfortunately, for the Violet Feathered Heron, they're going to share the same fate, in which it's a pass. Next up, we have the Stonewall Bracer. He seems like he'd be a good cuddler. Obviously a bit rocky, but he's got that humanoid shape. He do have a nice looking right hand, though, if you know what I mean. And he's got that left grippy hand. Oh baby, that's a pass. That's a pass all day. But if you do smash it, I respect it. Alright, so next up we have the Flautist, who again, another humanoid shape, pretty interesting design, bipedal, it's got some cool things on its back. I feel like the Flautist would definitely be a sub smash. In the same vein, we have the Tambourinist, again, pretty similar anatomy, bipedal, humanoid shape. Smash. Next up, we have the Chasm Guardian. Man, I'm really torn on this one, but I'm really not into big, beefy dudes, but I know a lot of people are. If you do smash, good for you, but pass for me. Next up, we have the Rocksteady Guardian, who's pretty similar to the previous. I don't like how the way the eyes are looking at me. Again, too spiky, although human anatomy would be easy to smash it, but pass. Next up, we have the Rose Shroom Mature. Alright, hear me out. I have a lot to say about this one, and I know I'm gonna make a lot of people angry by saying this. Smash. Next up, we have the Virid Blaze Saurian. You know, I'm not a scaly, but I see the appeal. What that mouth doing, though? Unfortunately, it's going to be a pass for me. Next up, we have the Spearback, which is basically just a bear with some rocks on its back. You know, being a bear myself, IRL, and no, I don't mean, you know, that kind of bear. Smash. Next up, we have the Havoc Dreadmane, who is probably one of the sexiest echoes in the game. I know a lot of people out there have some pretty interesting wolf fetishes. Well, I don't. I just want to make that extremely clear. I do not have a wolf fetish. I know it is very close to a real animal, but these are fictional characters we're talking about. Smash. Next up, we have Hu Chief. Again, really not into the monkey or ape, chimpanzee, whatever you want to call it, aesthetic. Pass. Next up, we have the Chase Razor, which it's just a car with legs and spikes. There is something about it, though. It do kind of be serving cunt, as the kids say. Man, I'm really torn on this one. I truly am. Smash. Next up, we have the Auto Puppet Scout, who is a living turret with 4 legs and a little ice cannon on top. I have zero appeal to it. Pass. Next up, we have the Vanguard Junrock. If you want to sit on it, good for you, but it ain't for me. Pass. Next up, we have the Fishin' Junkrock, who is just a baby version of the previous. Pass. Next up, we have the Electro Predator. What that left arm do, though? I feel that'd be interesting. I wonder what's under that skirt, though. Could you actually smash it? There could be horrors under there that I don't want to see. Smash. Next up, we have the Glacial Predator, who is pretty similar to the previous one. Again, humanoid shape. It's got fingers this time. Smash. Next up, we have the Arrow Predator. This one is probably the sexiest of all the Predators, so it's getting an immediate smash. Next up, we have the Fusion Warrior. Smash. Now we have the Havoc Warrior, which we're following the trends of bipedal humanoid types. 100% smash. Man, is there something wrong with me? I think I might need to touch grass. I shouldn't be smashing this many of these predators. Alright, so now we're getting into the smaller ones, which is kind of a problem, because I could see a lot of people being angry. This is the Zigzag. It's too cute and too innocent to smash it, but I do see the appeal if you do. Pass. Next up, we have Snip Snap. He's absolutely adorable. This little child needs to be protected at all costs. Pass. Next up, we have Whiff Waff, who again, protect him at all costs. He's absolutely adorable. Pass. Next up, we have Tic Tac, who has a giant mouth and looks like Pac-Man with a spike on it. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna smash him. So next up, we have the Glacio, Fusion, Havoc, and Spectro Prisms, who are all basically the same, so I'm going to lump them under one category. They're just big pointy rocks with each element. And unfortunately, dog, that's gonna be a no from me. We're passing them. Too spiky. Unless. Alright, so next up, we have the Gull Puff and the Chur Puff. Man. What that mouth do, though? Smash. Next up, we have the Cruise Wing. If you do have a fairy kink, good for you. I don't truly understand it myself, so I'm going to pass. Next up, we have Excurret. They're just too innocent. They're too cute. Please protect them. Do not touch them lewdly. Pass. Next up, we have the Saberbore, who has a neat look, kind of intimidating. Pass. Next up, we have the Baby Virid Blaze Saurian, who I passed on the parent earlier. I'm gonna pass on this one. Guys, I'm not a scaly. Next up, we have the Baby Rose Shroom, and you already know what I said earlier. Smash. Next up, we have the Fusion Dreadmare Miner, who again, kind of similar to the other wolf from earlier. Really awesome design. Smash. Next up, we have the Who's Camp Flinger. Immediate pass. Next up, we have Diamond Claw, little scorpion looking boy. No, not in any realm, any way, shape, or form. Pass. Next up, we have everyone's favorite, fan favorite, the Horror Toys. I want to smash these guys, I really do, but I feel they're so cute and adorable, and have you actually seen their dance? It's absolute peak. So we're gonna protect them. We're gonna pass them. At least we have the Traffic Illuminator. I mean, come on. If you do smash it, you could say you fucked a traffic light, and I'm all about that. Smash. And that's it. That's all of them. That's all the echoes. All 50, 51 of them, however many there are. I hated that I had to make this video. Shouts out to my Discord for forcing me to make this. I hate you guys. Just kidding. I love you guys. You guys are absolutely insane. There's gonna be a link to my Discord below. Please come and join us. We need more normal people. If you are insane, please stay away. If you are normal, please join us. We need to get the situation in check over on the Discord. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one. Later.